Did you hear the news? Toys R Us is considering filing bankruptcy. What? How could this happen? Such a big company having financial troubles. Well, let's consider my top 10 reasons why Toys R Us is considering bankruptcy. Hi, my name's Joseph and welcome to BrickTsar. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe. We like doing fun videos. And you're like, is this a fun video? Please, don't take me seriously. Surely, don't call me seriously. Or something like that. So anyway, we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons why Toys R Us is considering bankruptcy. So here we go. The top 10 reasons why Toys R Us is considering filing bankruptcy. Numbers 10 through 6. I'm just doing all these in one. Eros was wrong.
Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Yes, he thought all the people of Earth are idiots, but apparently they're not. Apparently, people recognize when stuff is overpriced. So there are so many different ways, and these will be the first 5 or 6 different things here. There's so many ways that Toys R Us has raised prices, overcharged, and that's probably turned a lot of people off. In fact, if it wasn't for the Lego community here on YouTube, I wouldn't even know about some of the deals that Toys R Us did. I had actually stopped going to Toys R Us years ago because of the high prices, but then I learned through the other AFOLs like Bricks on the Dollar that they ran special deals. If you got the credit cards, you get 10% off on Thursdays. If you get the items when they're new and they're on sale, they're a little bit cheaper. Over time, they raised the prices, so I didn't know about any of those things. One of the things they do that I don't understand is after a set is new, initially it'll be the regular retail price, but then they'll raise it like 10 to 25% after a certain amount of time, and that's just crazy. And then they'll do these buy one get one 40% off sales, and it's really a trick because if you add up the total price, it's still usually sometimes about the same as retail elsewhere, or sometimes even more. So that's another way they trick you with the price. They have sales that you know they've raised the price 20% or more, and then they put it on sale, and it's still more than retail. It was in the store. They have the cargo train that's been there for 4 years. Okay, they've got it up to $200 now. You can find this from time to time on Amazon for around $84 to $85. It's really a retail $150, which is still overpriced, but they've got it jacked up to $200. I'm choking myself. That is actually 33% markup on that set, and of course it just sits there and nobody buys it. So, and I'm just talking about the Lego side of everything. I mean, they mark up video games, they probably mark up other things. I don't even look at, the only other thing I look at Toys R Us is the Thomas and Friends stuff, and then I have to be careful of that too, that you wait for the stuff to go on sale. And another thing that Toys R Us does that a lot of people don't know, they will price match, but I think you get a lot of grandparents going in there buying stuff at a marked up price, and I just think that is why it could be a reason why Toys R Us is struggling. What's the point in having stuff on the shelf for so long and it not selling? I thought in business you want to move stock. That's like I have a Bricklink store where I sell Lego pieces, and it's like if I raise the prices, yeah, I'll get more for the pieces, but they'll sit there forever, and maybe somebody will buy it. But if I lower the price, they'll sell. And sometimes a volume is better. A volume of sales is better for making an income than having a real high price and then trying to hold on to the inventory. So you could probably think of other ways that Toys R Us has done crazy things with the prices, and I just think there's probably at least 5 different ways that they mess around with the prices. Oh, here's one. It's actually a good thing for us as consumers. They will sometimes have sets in there, Lego sets. We have found, many of us have found them for a penny. I actually bought 37 sets. It cost me 34 cents after my 10% off deal with the credit cards. It's like about 37 cents for a penny, less than a penny each. It's crazy, and so that can't be good for them either. That you have these ridiculous clearance, but I can't complain about that. All right, let's get to some more real reasons. I really was just going to make this a top 5. Number 5 is the Toys R Us logo. What? Okay, so they changed the logo from the R with the quotation marks to the R with the star, and I'm sure the graphic designers had a good reason for doing that, and actually it's probably not even a bad thing, but sometimes people don't realize how much money is spent in crafting a new design. They probably could go get one of you guys that knows graphic design and pay you $150 and come up with a logo in 10 minutes. But, you know, they probably spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars researching, you know, options for changing their logo, how it would affect their brand and things like that. I'll give you an example. In another business, Singular Wireless was it was formerly known as Bell South Mobility. In Bell South Mobility, if I remember correctly, they invested $3 billion in the research, marketing of changing that name from Bell South Mobility to Singular Wireless, only to later buy AT&T Wireless, take on the AT&T Wireless name, and then later AT&T by Singular. No, actually, I take that back. They bought AT&T Wireless and changed all the AT&T Wireless names to Singular, only to a few months later get bought by AT&T and go back to being AT&T Wireless. So that was $3 billion not spent wisely. Number 4 is we are living in a digital world, and I do not like it. I am old school. I prefer the actual real toys. If I was a kid, I would rather have the real toys than the video games. Yes, I did play a lot of video games when I was a kid, but it seems these days that so many kids are more interested in video games. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with liking video games, but get outside and play in a creek or something. Don't just sit on the couch playing video games outside all day long. It's like I'm almost 50 years old, and I can still go out and play basketball with the kids, and you can tell they don't practice a lot. So, you know, come on. The number 3 reason that Toys R Us might be considering bankruptcy is Jeffrey. Did you see that Lego set that had Jeffrey in it? I got it somewhere down here. I think I hid it because it is like disturbing. So that's the number 3 reason. That was kind of weird, that Lego set. All right. Number 2. Maybe Eros was right. Stupid.
You see, your stupid minds. Stupid.
Yes, people are stupid. I don't know. I don't know how they spend their money. I don't know how they plan. I don't know anything. And a lot of times when corporations get bigger and bigger and there's no competition, or there's not as much competition, they get corporations tend, the bigger they get, the dumber they seem to get, at least to us peons down here at the lower end of the totem pole. But was that politically incorrect what I just said? I don't know. I don't care. I'm part Indian. So yeah, I think that companies can tend to make stupid decisions. What these stupid decisions are, I don't know. I'm just speculating. So maybe they just did get stupid. All right, number 1. Do I even need to say it? Do I even need to say what the number 1 reason is? You know it. Yes, they heard the news that BrickTsar is not buying Lego anymore. And just that one toy and their entire inventory of toys that they have is causing them to suffer because I'm not buying them right now.
Then one day it could all be gone. One big puff of smoke and ball of fire.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think about all this talk about Toys R Us possibly filing bankruptcy?
Well, it stinks.
What do you think are the real reasons why that is happening? Me personally, as a person that has experienced other toy stores going out of business, like one of my personal favorites of all time, Lionel Playworld. That was my favorite toy store growing up. There was also Milton Bradley, and toy stores, just like other businesses, can come and go. One of the things I regret about Toys R Us is when they had wasted so much money at that New York store, but that was a really neat store, the New York store. I was glad to get some pictures of some of the big Lego mocks they had there, but that one was such an expensive store to maintain, to keep open. It was really more like a tourist attraction that nobody had to pay entry to get into, and you know, people go there and look at the store, but nobody buy anything because the prices were New York high prices there. So, but I think it's good when there's more retailers selling the same product, because that helps keep prices down. So, you know, a toy store like Toys R Us, if they have financial troubles and then it could eventually lead to them going out of business, that would really in the end be bad for everybody, because that makes less options and it could cause prices to go up even higher than they are now. So tell me what you think about that. So anyway, this is just something I threw together when I heard the news about Toys R Us going bankrupt. Really don't hope they go bankrupt. I don't have any grudge against Toys R Us, and I'm just being silly, people, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Be sure to leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm BrickTsar. Wait, what did I say? Brick. I can't say my own name now. What's up with that? See you in the next video. I'm BrickTsar. Why could something like this happen to such a big company? Okay. Start over! Did you hear the news? Toys R Us is considering filing for bankruptcy. What could make such a big toy store think that they have to go down these... Third take. Did you hear the news? Toys R Us is considering filing bankruptcy. Why would such a large toy company consider this route? Take 4. No, I have not investigated this thoroughly. This is just my facetiousness coming out. I should say I'm acting facetiously, because that word has all the vowels in alphabetical order. I mean, what's the point in having stuff on the sale for, I mean...
You just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on.